This is Brandy Shampoo with Exploring Expression.
And I'm Samantha Shampoo, also with Exploring Expression.
And welcome to another product spotlight. This is the series where we take a look at some of our favorite or not so favorite products that we've come across, we've bought, we've been given, and share them with you and tell you what we thought of them. So I'm going to start by saying, well, let's get the business out of the way. Go ahead and click the like, click the subscribe, follow us
on Facebook and Instagram.
And hit the notification bell. I always forget all those little things you're supposed to remind people to do at this point. Go do all of those things. And also, we do want to say that these opinions are solely our own. We actually purchased all of these that we're reviewing. Well, we're only reviewing the one thing today, but we purchased this thing. And at the end, I will tell you whether or not I would purchase it again. So, we are reviewing. What are we reviewing today?
We're reviewing... Oh, I hit your hand.
Yes.
Sorry. Monopoly Speed. There we are.
Okay, so...
I love that game.
We got this one for Christmas for the oldest boy.
Yes, and let me say this. If you bought this thinking it was going to be my regular Monopoly...
Anything like regular Monopoly.
It's called Monopoly, and there are chance cards, but that's almost where the resemblance stops.
I liken this to Monopoly on crack.
Well, I don't know that we can use on crack.
I'm saying it.
It's like if you took, so you know how long Monopoly takes? It takes hours and hours and hours. And they advertise this as it's a Monopoly game you can finish in under 10 minutes.
Yes, it even says so on the package.
And so when I bought this for Josh for Christmas, I was hesitant. I was like, can you finish it in under 10 minutes? We haven't been able to finish a Monopoly game in under an hour in, I think, ever. And so the idea...
We finished one yesterday.
Yes. Yes, we did. That's because you cheated.
I never cheated.
And the idea that you could finish it in less than an hour was kind of an anathema, but you know what? You can. It only takes 10 minutes because it's nothing like Monopoly. So let's show them the board first.
Okay, so the board looks fairly similar to Monopoly.
There you go.
Here it is. However, once I pull it up...
Y'all hold this side.
Yeah.
You
Nope.
hold that side.
You can't really see it, but each thing is $1,000.
Everything is worth the same because there's only one type of money. The $1,000 card. That's the only type of money.
That's it.
So, this is how this works. You ready? Everybody gets a token like this. And everybody gets their own personal die that corresponds to their personal token.
I'm getting out the timer.
Okay. Because there's this timer that...
It's very hard to get out, apparently. There we go.
Right. There you go. There's the timer. So what happens is it's played in 4 rounds.
Yes.
And
each round has a buying stage and a trading stage. And each stage is timed, and the amount of time that you have for each goes up and down, whatever. Those are logistics.
So, you lay out these cards next to each of the
Yeah, you lay it around. There's no banker,
that
and
you
there's
can
no
buy.
controller of anything.
And this is where it begins to fall apart for me. There's no banker and no controller of anything. There are no turns. There's no turns. You don't take turns. Everybody rolls their own personal die all at the same time, and everybody moves their little person
at the same time. And is buying everything at the same time. And I think
all willy-nilly.
The max amount of time that you have for the buying stage, which is only at the beginning, is, I think...
It's down here.
30 seconds. You only get 30 seconds to roll the dice and buy things at the same time at the beginning.
So, we played this when we first started playing. It was all four of us, right? It was me and Sam and Josh and Daniel. And we all had our tokens, and the buzzer rang on the timer, and then everybody's rolling and moving their characters. Daniel's climbing up on the table because he can't reach the full board. Joshua's elbowing people out of the way. Sam's going, I bought that already, I bought that, and trying to snatch up all the pieces.
I will say, my strategy and my ruthlessness let me win. You have to be ruthless. You do. It's not for the faint of heart.
So then what happens is the buying stage, the buzzer goes off, and the buying stage stops. And so what you have then is a trading stage. Because if you have, so, I don't know if you can see this, each little card is worth $1,000. Unless you have the entire set, then it's worth $2,000, right? The only way to get the entire set is to trade with other people. But it's not like an endless trading. You have 30 seconds then to trade. So it's 30 seconds of buying, then 30 seconds of trading.
No. So
isn't it 30 seconds?
The very first stage is 30 seconds of buying, and I believe, and 40 seconds of trading. And then the very last round, the fourth round, is 10 seconds of buying and 70 seconds of trading.
There you go. And at the end of 4 stages, then you count up how much money you have, you count up how much you have in cards, and the person with the most wins.
Yes.
It really does end in 10 minutes. It absolutely is true to form. It ends in 10 minutes. The Joshua absolutely adores this game. They want to play it all the time. We've played it a bunch of times now, and half the time someone ends up in tears. Good fun.
Yeah.
Good fun. But no, in all honesty, if you're familiar with the card game Speed, right? This is Monopoly and Speed had a baby. You know, it's like
you're doing everything at the same time as fast as possible to get an upper hand on your opponents.
Yes. It is the game of Monopoly on the floor of the stock market. The New York Stock Exchange.
Don't use that.
Have you never seen the New York Stock Exchange?
It was gone.
It's not gone. It's still there.
Oh, never mind. That's somebody else. I was thinking about 9/11.
So this game is like being on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange,
which is not 9/11.
which is still there. It's a fantastic game if your nerves are strong, and if mass chaos does not give you anxiety. It's a fantastic game. Would I buy it again? Probably not. I'm gonna be honest, probably not. There's a game that's called Monopoly Deal, which we also have. I don't know if we've done one on that. If not, we might do one in the future, which is a faster version of Monopoly.
Is something with the credit cards?
No, that's Monopoly electronic version, which we also have. We have far too many versions of Monopoly.
And it's not the Monopoly Cheaters.
No, I hate that one.
Which we also have.
No, I threw that one out. Oh. Yeah. Just I don't like a game all about cheating. No, it's the card game. Monopoly Deal is the card game.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Which is a fantastic game. But it's that kind of speed, right? Monopoly Deal will probably take you about 10-15 minutes. This game will take you about 10 minutes. If I had to choose between the two, I'd choose that one, not this one. Just because of the
sheer chaos.
Yeah, the sheer chaos and screaming and frantic nature of the game.
If you revel in chaos, you will love this game.
It's a lovely game. Although I will say, here's my last bit of advice, and then I think we've beaten a dead horse here. My advice is, if you play this game, play it with either all small children or all teens and adults. I think part of the reason why it was so rough for us to play, and it continues to be, even though we keep apparently playing it, is because combining the ability of a 7-year-old with the ability of adults makes it inherently unfair.
Yes.
Just because he's not as fast, and he gets frustrated, and somebody tries to help him, and then it's not fair, and then it's cheating, and it lends itself to struggle which isn't necessary when we have so many other fantastic games to play. So,
I will say, for all of the parents out there, it would be very fun to play at a party after a couple of drinks.
It's a fantastic adult game. Like, getting this around at a grown person's get-together would be magnificent. It's not fantastic for adults and children to play together. It just isn't. So, that's our product spotlight. I'm going to show the box again so people know. It's called Monopoly Speed, a Monopoly game you'll actually finish in under 10 minutes.
And that's true. It lives up to its catchphrase.
So, again, make sure you like, subscribe, hit your notifications, comment down below if there's games you would like us to feature on our next upcoming product spotlights. And until next time, we'll see you later.